check here. We'll see here in AWS what are the certifications are there, like how we can write the certifications. Those things we'll see. Yeah. So after that, yeah, we'll see how we can create a free account and how we can start working with AWS. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Just better to mute yourself to avoid disturbance in the recording. So generally say like as part of this course, our team will share you daily recorded sessions. They will share you. Okay. So generally say what we'll get as part of our course, daily recordings will get, means so that you can go through again. Okay. So with the recordings, you can listen the recording again. You can note down if any doubts are there. Okay. So I will later I will provide you my WhatsApp number after the registrations so that you can go through that. Yeah, if any doubts are there, anything is there, you can send me a message to my WhatsApp number or to my email ID also. You can send me message. So yeah, I will connect and I will try to resolve your doubts. Okay, right. The same way, I will provide you material. I will provide you soft copy material. Means material means one is soft copy material is there like lab exercises. Okay, so yeah, almost like most of the yeah lab exercises, step by step exercises I have created so that you can practice step by step. Right. In the same way, I will provide you soft copy book I will provide you on AWS so that you can read the book parallelly. Okay. In the same way, like extra copy like FAQs, I will provide you so that it will be easy for us for interview purpose. Okay. If you go through the FAQs. In the same way, at the end of the session, we'll discuss some interview tips. We'll discuss. Okay. So if any support is required for interview, those things will take care. Okay. At the last. Right. This is like just what is this here, what we are getting as part of our course. So we'll go step by step. Maybe if some people may be familiar with what is cloud computing, no need to worry. We'll go step by step. Okay. So meanwhile, like yeah, in the chart panels here, like we have chart option is there. If any queries are there, uh, it's here in the chart I have typed here. If any questions are there, better you can type in the chart panel. If any simple doubts are there, so I will try to answer. Okay, but once our regular class is started, maybe from tomorrow, so you can unmute yourself actually. You can discuss if any questions are there. Just to avoid the background noises in the recording, better to use what chat option. Okay, so anyone is okay for us, right? Right. So let's we will start with in general, like we have different certifications are there in AWS. We'll discuss that certifications. So we have AWS Solution Architect is there, AWS Developer is there. Okay, different certifications are there. So each certification cost is $150 fees. Certification means if you want to write the exam, so, but actually we need some preparation is required. So what I will do, I will share you the PDF books for the respective certification book. I will share you so that you can go through the book, you can do the preparations. Okay, so actually remember this is our foundation course, AWS foundation course. Means here we'll go through in detail about cloud computing as well as we'll go through the services of AWS. In general, remember any cloud platform, okay? Any cloud platform is a collection of services, okay? Any cloud platform is a collection of services. So it may be AWS or it may be Microsoft Azure, it may be Google Cloud, any clouds here today, it is a collection of what services. Okay, so we have different types of services are there. So depends on which service we are using. Okay, we need to pay the respective amount. Depends on what which service we are using. Only we are paying for that service only. Okay, so that's remember any cloud platform is a collection of services, and these services Amazon is providing through data centers. Everywhere here worldwide, Amazon has built the data centers. Data centers. So through that data centers, they are providing these services. For example, tomorrow you want to create one dedicated server you want to create with 32 GB RAM, Windows server or Linux server. Okay, so we can create the server very easily. Why? Because already like data center is there. In the data center, what we can do, we can connect to the AWS console. Console is there. After connecting to the console, we can create the servers. We can work with the servers here, right? So that's remember like basically remember total infrastructure what we need to build a application. So that total infrastructure is available in the cloud data centers. Okay, we'll see step by step. We'll see. We'll go one by one. Yeah, first one, sir, like we need to understand one terminology. What are the available platforms today? Today, sir, like yeah. One question is there. Like we'll talk about the questions at the last, but yeah, it is a good uh, decision. You can switch from Java to AWS. Okay, so yeah, so you can 7+ years experience. You are the Java developer, right?
Yeah, Kareem. I am the
Yes,
Java developer, so I want to change my domain. Is this
yeah, yeah,
like can I do that? Like
yeah,
no.
correct. So any technology professionals, so today like they can switch completely to any cloud platform, or you can continue with your own platform with means even like you are a Java developer, you can continue with the same, but in the cloud you can start working with. You can implement the same projects, everything in the cloud environment. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Some more questions we'll take. Okay, at the end of the session, we'll take 10-15 minutes at the end of the session. I will try to discuss what any simple doubts are there. We'll try to discuss those doubts. Okay, so already we have started today late. We'll continue our class. Okay, thank you very much. Yes. So check here like we have two types of like today say like deployment environments are there here, or we can say two types of platforms are there here like today's platforms. So basically remember like whenever you after developing any project, okay, to deploy the projects here, we have two types of platforms are there today. One is your on-premises environments are there or platforms are there on-premises. Second one is here cloud computing platforms are there today. So I will provide you this same soft copy material. I will provide you. No need to worry. Step by step material. Okay, right. So that's remember two types of platforms are available today. Cloud one is on premises environment is it? On premises environments are there, and second one like cloud computing platforms are there. Cloud computing platforms are there. Two types of environments. Right. So basically, say like in case of on-premises environment means remember, let's say tomorrow you want to build some application for one client. So after building the Java application or .NET application or any type of application, now we have to deploy the application, right? So that our client can start using that application. Okay, to deploy the application, we need to make the setup ready, right? With the required servers, with required application servers, with required database servers, right? So we need to make the setup ready. Okay, so that's remember to make the setup ready, we need to purchase means our client has to purchase the hardware like servers, operating systems, storage, networks, right? Various components they have to purchase. After purchasing those components, then remember we can make the setup ready. So after making the setup ready, then we can deploy our applications. It may be web applications or mobile applications, any application. Okay, so that means what? Creating a dedicated setup with the client, creating a local setup at the client location, separate setup at the client location. So to deploy to deploy the applications is generally we are calling it as your on-premises environment or on-premises platform. But remember today means what like a small client is there, for example, they can't invest huge money, right? They can't, we can't ask you purchase the servers whose cost is 10 lakhs. You purchase the storage of 10 lakh. You purchase networking component, operating systems like Oracle, SQL Server, or anything say like softwares, or in the same way antivirus softwares, firewalls, everything we have to purchase here to create a local data center. That means what like huge investment is required. So what we have to understand, so instead of going with on-premises environments, instead of building a separate local data center at client location, okay, so we are preferring today's here cloud computing platforms. Why? Because already Amazon has invested huge money. They have built the data centers across the globe everywhere here, almost all in every country, we have data centers are there. Amazon has invested the money, they have built the data centers. Just our job is what? Deploy the application into Amazon data center. By use, we can create whatever the server we need. So deploy everything in the Amazon data center and make it available to the client. See here, means what? No need to create separate data center for each client with the huge investment. See, that is the main purpose of your cloud computing platforms. Means what? What are the limitations are there? What are the problems, or we can say with this cloud on-premises data centers here? A huge capital expenditure is required for us here, right? So they have to purchase the hardware, software licensing is required, networking components are required, then storage is required, right? Firewalls, like antivirus softwares. So many things are required. That's why huge capital expenditure is required here in case of what? On-premises environment. Then in the same way, here operational expenditure is also high. Means what? Operational expenditure means what? Like yeah, monthly expenditure means why? Because We have to recruit the Windows team, storage team, network team, security team, database team, application team. Various teams are required here for maintenance purpose. So that's why if we are taking directly the servers in the cloud data center, no need to purchase the servers. Depends on usage we are paying. Now remember, in cloud computing, everything on subscription basis. Subscription, right? Right? Like how we are taking some Amazon Prime subscription or Netflix or anything. Here, subscription is means what? Monthly we need to pay this much of amount. Yearly we need to pay this much of amount. Right? So that's remember huge capital expenditure we can avoid. Huge capital expenditure we can avoid with yeah uh, with the help of say this cloud data centers. Operational expenditure also we can avoid. Why? Because Amazon will maintain the servers, they will apply the patches, they will do the upgradations, they will handle the security, everything's here. That's why in the same way security issues are there here in case of on-premises environment. Both we have network security is there plus physical security issues are there. We need to handle those issues. In the same way, especially in some countries here, if we go to Africa, there we have security problems are there. Okay. The same way, second problem is there. There is no proper infrastructure in African countries. I have some of my clients in Africa, uh, yeah, in Kenya, Nairobi, as well as some other parts of Africa. There we have like the security problems are there. In the same way, like operational cost is very high, especially like electricity cost is very high in African countries. Okay, so here it is in some countries almost all it is 50 rupees per unit. Here in India, 4 5 rupees or 10 rupees. So like this, like means what maintenance cost is very high. Means when we need to have a separate dedicated space they need to allocate with air conditioning plus yeah with the redundant power supply etc. Here dedicated space they have to allocate at client location to make the setup this to handle this setup, right? In the same way, performance issues are there. Okay, today we have purchased the servers with the 64 GB RAM. After 2 3 years here, I want to increase the RAM. I want to increase what like disk spaces again. So generally, say like performance issues are there. One of a major issue is there is scalability issues are there here. Scalability means what? Like in future, if want to increase the memory or if want to increase the storage, again we have to go with what purchasing. Okay, so these are say like various limitations are there if you are building what our own local data center on premises data center. These are the various limitations are there. Recently, means last in 2018, almost all 3 years back. We have built the local data center for this client, Ministry of Education and Higher Education. Okay, so local data center we have built actually for their databases. So actually, like for this client, this is my company client. I have a small company, FRR IT Services. Okay, that is my client, direct client. FRR IT services. Okay, so for this clients here, we have built a, local data center to store what complete ministry level information. Okay, so why? Because in Africa, only in South Africa, only right now we have data centers, cloud data centers in South Africa. In other parts of Africa, still there are no cloud data centers. Okay, in this, actually, this Save the Children, UNICEF, European Union, GPE. Global Partnership for Education, World Vision, like so many NGOs are there here in Africa. They are supporting these people. NGOs are supporting these clients actually. NGOs, non-government organizations. Yeah, that's what remember previously we have built one application, education management information system. Recently we have built one more application, dropout tracking and transfers applications. Dropout tracking and transfers application for this client. In the last December, again we have built one more application for this client. So like this, different applications are there. Means indirectly what I am saying, we have this is what is school level application where we are school level they will record the dropouts information plus transfers information from one school to another school. Means what complete history is maintained here within that state where the student is transferring, where he has studied in class 1 up to class 12. Complete history is maintained as well as dropouts information is also maintained here due to various reasons. How many dropouts are there? Means what this ministry will try to make counseling. They will try to bring back the students back into the school. That is it. Their application recently we have built this second application. Means what I am saying indirectly. For this client, we have purchased the complete infrastructure. We have built the local data center, means on-premises data center for this client. So again, yes, that's why its cost was almost all 60, 50 or $60,000. Okay, for to build the local data center. Means what almost all Indian rupees 40 to 45 lakhs. Means servers we have purchased, operating systems we have purchased. Okay, so DBMS products we have purchased, firewalls, antivirus softwares, MS Office, and some other softwares. That's remember like instead of investing huge money, 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs, if we are going with cloud computing platforms, remember, we can save the money, right? Why? Because already Amazon has invested huge money to build the data centers across the globe. So just what we can do, we can create a account, then we can create the servers with what capacity we want. We can create our RDBMS servers, application servers, database servers. Okay, directly we can deploy here in the Amazon data center so that we can avoid this capital expenditure we can avoid here, right? Yeah. So that's what, but like in the same way, operational expenditure also we can't avoid completely, but we can minimize. Why? Because like hardware maintenance, networking, storage, OS, even OS level patching, everything is done by Amazon itself. Only we have to maintain our databases and applications. So whatever the Archil database is there, Java application is there, for example. So we have to maintain only those applications and databases. Underlying infrastructure, everything is maintained by Amazon itself. See, okay, no need to maintain a separate space. Okay, so no need to put like RPS everything. So here see like we have so many benefits are there with cloud computing. I think just I think you got the point. uh, what is what are the benefits of cloud computing? Means what yeah, we are going benefits of cloud computing are the first we'll see cloud computing. Actually, if we see here, Amazon AWS regions. Sir, almost all sir, every place here they have built the data centers. almost all. See, if I go to Asia Pacific here, see, so here we have in Mumbai, we have our data centers here. In Mumbai, here we have data center, Asia Pacific Mumbai. So actually here we are calling them as regions. Regions across the globe we have regions. Are there? We'll see the architecture or terminology. We'll see. Okay, later in detail. So yeah, in Mumbai we have one region. Is there in that available three availability zones are there? Just we can understand today like availability zone is like a data center. Means what in one region we have three data centers, for example, for redundancy purpose. Even one data center is collapsed due to any reason, no problem. The resources are available in what another data center. So like this, like we have data centers are there. Yeah, across the globe, remember we have regions are there. In each region we have data centers. Here almost all everywhere. If you go to North America, so South America, then Asia Pacific, then Africa. Here in Europe, we have so many regions are there, so many data centers are there, and in only Africa, see, Africa we have only one data center, one region is there, South Africa today. So, but Amazon is working to establish some other regions also. In Africa also. Like this here, what we have to understand, yeah, AWS is nothing but what? It is a collection of cloud data centers. Collection of what? Cloud data centers. So in that, in required data center or in required region, what we can do? We can place our applications. We can create our own servers. We can place the applications. We can make it live to the users here to our client. That means what? Just we have to create a free account first, just make it live. So after that, we can convert into paid subscription. Once again, remember, no need to initially pay like 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, right? So we can create which servers we want. Okay. Just monthly, we need to pay. Monthly, let's say for one server, monthly we are paying like 10,000 rupees, Indian rupees, for example. Okay, so like this here, like monthly we need to pay. No need to pay initially at a time. Anything here. Service means what? Subscription base, right? Any service. Like Amazon is saying, it is like similar to your electricity bill, right? Depends on usage we are paying. Yeah, no need to pay any fixed money. Depends on usage we are paying here. Okay, so that is like yeah, how we are like we are going to work with here. That's why I think it is clear. AWS is nothing but what? It is a collection of data centers. Yeah, feel free to type if any simple queries are there. Better use the chat panel. So parallelly, I will try to answer. Okay, so that's when we're cloud computing. What we can say about cloud computing. Basically, remember cloud computing. It is a collection of data centers. Okay, so available which are available across the globe. So yeah, so through these data centers, remember, so Amazon is providing the required services. Okay, through these global data centers, through these global data centers. So Amazon it is yeah, actually I will use the PPT. Amazon is providing services here, different services. Yeah, that's why we have discussed here. Everything is in the form of service. Even like if you want one dedicated server, Linux server or Windows server, it is provided in the form of a service. If you want one database server like Oracle server or SQL server or any server, is provided here in the form of service. Okay, just remember to start working with, we have to create a account, then we can start working with. While practicing also, remember, as a student, we can create a free trial account, free tier account. So after that, we can connect to the console, we can start practicing. Okay, so that is like no need to pay any money. So we can do practice freely, but whatever you are practicing in general, suppose tomorrow you are creating one Windows server, one Linux server, some storage. After practicing, better to delete immediately. Immediately. Why? Because some limitation will be there. Yeah, you can use these many hours freely. Okay, for example, in 1 month you can use 750 hours freely. So yeah, for that purpose, if it is exceeding 750 hours, for example, then cost is there. Okay, that's why whenever you are practicing something, better you can yeah, uh, delete that resource. Okay, right. That's remember, like cloud computing is basically what it is, a collection of data centers. Data centers. So, yeah, various data centers are there across the globe, right? So, what are the benefits are there? Already we have seen. One is like there is no capital expenditure, right? So, no need to invest huge money. In the same way, minimize operational expenditure is there. Why? Because hardware level, OS level maintenance is done by Amazon itself. No need to do maintenance. Means what? Windows team, network team, storage team, those things no need to maintain in our yeah office. Means like we have only we need database team and application team. But those things are managed by AWS itself, Amazon itself. But we have different services are there, depends on service. Yeah, we can we can say that whether we need to maintain what Windows team or not. We'll discuss that one. One more question is there, like we'll discuss this question. Okay, Baswa. So I will discuss the question at the end of the class. Okay, this will take still like half an hour class maximum. Then we'll yeah discuss these questions. Okay, no need to worry. Right. That's remember minimize your operational expenditure is minimized here with cloud computing platforms. So high security is there here. Why? Because Amazon itself is handling the infrastructure, right? So we have high security is there. Okay, towards the applications, means especially towards the hardware infrastructure. In the same way, like high performance is there. Why? Because today in Amazon data center we have HDDs are there, hard disk drives are there, plus standard SSDs are there, solid state drives are there, plus premium SSDs are there here. Premium SSDs are there. That's why like performance is very high. Even like hardware here, like Amazon is saying every yearly they are upgrading the hardware yearly. The same way towards networking, they are using here GBPS network. They are using here gigabytes network. Okay, so if you see here once again, like AWS global infrastructure global infrastructure. We can see here, see, like very huge infrastructure they have built actually across the globe. See here, very clearly, yeah, across the globe here, very huge infrastructure is there here across the globe. See here, everywhere we have seen data centers are there here, and these data centers are connected with physical wires. See here, physical wires are there. Okay, through in the ocean. See here very huge infrastructure is it. That's why everywhere here data centers are there, maybe Australia, New Zealand, or anywhere. Say data centers are there. Already we have discussed in Mumbai. We have a region where we have collection of data centers. Actually, these are regions. In every region, we have minimum 2 data centers, up to 6 data centers maximum. Okay, so that's remember like yeah, that this way we have to understand. Amazon has built very huge data centers across the globe. Okay, directly we can deploy our applications where we want our databases, servers, everything here. We can start using. That's why, like, yeah, that's why sir, performance benefits are there. Another major benefit is there, sir, with this cloud computing. Scalability benefits are there, sir. Scalability, or we can say elasticity option is there. Means what today we have like a 32 GB RAM server is there. Okay, so tomorrow I want 64 GB RAM. At any time here we can increase the resources here. Even means I want only 64 GB RAM for 1 week. Why? Because 1 week like Amazon sale is there. That's why huge traffic will be there. After 1 week, I want to take it back to 32 GB RAM to avoid cost. That is called here scalability benefits are there. Scale up, scale down option is there. Here. At any time we can increase the resources. At any time we can decrease the resources here to reduce the cost. That is here one of a very big major advantage of any cloud computing platforms. In case of on-premises, if you have data center, again we need to purchase the hardware. So yeah, again we have to increase, but we can't decrease again, right? But this scale of elasticity option is there here in cloud computing platforms. That's why like time taking process or no time, less time. In less time itself, we can make the setup ready. In general, in case of on-premises, remember we have to do hardware procurement. Means we have to purchase the hardware, then we have to ship to the client location. It may take 1 2 months time. Again, we need to set up everything. Again, test it. See a time-taking process in case of what on-premises environment. But here everything is readily available, right? So directly you can create a account initially, then connect to the console.aws.amazon.com. After connecting to the console, then you can create the servers, you can create the storage, you can create the networking components, you can create the database servers, anything we can create here. And internally, say this cloud computing works internally with virtualization. Everything is virtual. Okay, right. That's remember like less time. These are say like various benefits are there here with cloud computing platforms here. Understood, right? What is cloud computing and what are the major benefits are there with cloud computing platforms? That's why today everyone is preferring, say, mostly 90% clients are preferring cloud computing platforms, except some government related applications. So even for government related, also for US government, federal government, remember, we have separate cloud data centers are there, separate, dedicated for the government applications only. There for public for everyone cannot place the applications. Separate data centers they have built actually for US government. Right. So that's what already we have seen. Cloud computing is a collection of what? Services, right? Last point we'll discuss. We'll take some questions. Okay, but maybe today today time is over, but I will show you how to create the account and how to do practically very briefly. Okay, so check here, like already we have seen cloud computing is a collection of services here, right? Services here, cloud computing services are divided into three major categories here. Three major categories. One is here like infrastructure as a service. Maybe some people are already heard about this. Platform as a service, software as a service here. Okay, generally say like it may be any cloud platform if you are working with AWS or Microsoft Azure or Google Cloud, any cloud platform, whatever the services are there in cloud data center. So those services we are dividing into three major categories here: IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. Okay, so infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure. Infrastructure means remember here Amazon will provide us whatever the infrastructure we need. For example, let's say we have our own team is there, Windows team, storage team, network team. Okay, our own team is there in the organization. Okay, so what our team will do, we are not purchasing hardware, we'll take the hardware from Amazon, but we will implement our own setup. Okay, our Windows team will make the own setup. Uh, our own dedicated servers we can create. In that we can deploy our applications, we can deploy our databases. We'll provide the services to our client. Means what? From Amazon we are taking the infrastructure. Okay, in that infrastructure we are placing our client application. Then we are asking the client you start using that application. Okay, so means what? Client is not purchasing the hardware. Okay, so we are taking the hardware from Amazon infrastructure. See, just for basic understanding, IaaS means remember like it is our if we purchase one new computer, new laptop, for example. Let's say I'm the Java developer, but first I'm purchasing one laptop. Once I purchase laptop, remember in that laptop we have only what is there in that laptop. Hardware is there plus OS is there, right? Later, as a Java developer, I have to set up like a Apache Tomcat server or WebLogic server. I have to install my Java runtime. I have to install like Arkel something. Means platform I will build after purchasing the fresh laptop. Then I will build the platform. On top of that platform, I can start developing or I can start running the applications, right? That's why remember IaaS is like our fresh laptop. Just for basic understanding, I'm saying just we have to understand. In case of IaaS, remember Amazon will provide us whatever the hardware we need, whatever the operating systems we need. We have to manage by our own. Amazon is not maintaining. Okay, in case of what infrastructure as a service. Okay, so that's remember like in case of this is like our just for basic understanding, for easy understanding, I'm using these words. Hardware plus OS means what? There is no platform. Everything we have to build. Amazon will provide what? Hardware plus OS means servers they will provide. On top of that, we have to build the platform. Then we have to deploy the applications. So whereas like in case of PaaS, remember platform as a service. See here, platform as a service here. So means what? Platform is also there. Suppose I want to start working with Oracle database. In case of PaaS, remember, no need to install Oracle. Already Amazon has installed Oracle also in the servers. They have installed Oracle software also. Just we have to create the databases directly. No need to install Oracle. No need to set up uh, web servers for Java, for .NET. Everything is set up already by Amazon itself. That is like we can understand here laptop means hardware plus OS plus platform is also ready here. Platform Platform means what? Like it may be Java platform, which is Java runtime and some web servers, as well as like Oracle SQL Server means built in here. See, platform is also ready. Means what? I'm purchasing laptop with Oracle. Means hardware is there, OS is there in the laptop, plus Oracle is also there with license, for example. Just we have to create the Oracle databases. Means what? No need to install. But here we have to install everything. We have to make our setup ready. Platform is ready. But here platform is also there. Once again, remember it is a dedicated setup actually. Dedicated servers we can create our own servers where we can start, stop. But here in case of PaaS, remember everything is built in. Just we have to start deploying our applications, deploying our databases. So here like it is again shared environment. Means what? Here server level access is not there for us here. Here server level access is there. We can take remote desktop of the server. We can shut down the server also. And here cost is also high. Cost is more. But here this is our shared environment, right? That's why cost is less. Means what? In one server, where I am deploying my applications, so other clients are also deploying their own applications. Like this, they're in the same server, but here we have our own dedicated server here. That's why cost is high. Means for small scale applications, directly we can use what? PaaS services we can use. For large scale applications where we need a dedicated server, right? Dedicated setup with high security, everything, then we have to go with the IaaS here. Here see SaaS means remember software as a service. In case of what? Software as a service, laptop is there, means hardware is there, for example, plus OS is there, plus platform is there, plus applications here. Application, both application part plus database part. See, software as a service, what will do? As a IT company, I will take either IaaS or PaaS services from Amazon. I will add my own application. For example, we have one application is a school management software. For example, what I will do, I will deploy the application also. I will ask my clients, let's say 800 schools are there in that state, for example. So I will ask my client, you create account in my software, you start using the application. Means what? No need to install in their laptops. Already have deployed the application also in cloud computing platform. Directly they can start using. Means what? Indirectly we have to understand IaaS and PaaS is for IT companies generally. Means as a IT company, I can use IaaS services, PaaS services. Then we'll add our own application. We'll provide that application to our non-IT companies. Means what? To our end users as a SaaS application. Means what? In case of SaaS application, no need to install anything in their laptops. Directly they can go to some URL, they can create the account, then they can start using. For example, we have Office 365 is there, right? One of a SaaS application, Office 365, right? In the same way, we have even like Google yeah, documents are there, right? Like Excel or something. So you can create, you can just create, open that Excel, you can type somewhere. Then the same can be shared with other people also. Means what? We are not installing anything Excel in our yeah, in our no need to install in our local laptop, right? So directly we can, yes, we can share it to, yeah, other people also in the cloud. So like this, like three major services are there. We have to understand infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. We'll see this something more about that, but we will go to console. We'll see how we can start working with. So check here like AWS, yeah, aws.amazon.com. So here we can create here free account we can create here. Okay, so aws.amazon.com, we can create here free account. We can create a free account here. So okay, after creating a free account, for example, we need some yeah, debit card or credit card is required just for authentication, validation purpose only. So after creating the free tier account, you see here, create new account, for example. After creating say free account here, okay, free tier account. So just we have to type some information, next some personal details, next some card details, then some validation, next finish. Means what amount is actually I think 2 rupees something is deducted. They will add it back into our verification purpose only. Okay, so yes, after creating free account, I will show you again in tomorrow's class. Then we can connect it by using console.aws.amazon.com. Console.aws.amazon.com. So here we can see we can connect to AWS here. We can work with the services. Means what? We can create the machines. We can create the application servers. We can create Java servers. Anything we can create here. We can create the storage networks, everything. Our own setup we can create. Console.aws.amazon.com. This is the interface here through which we can connect. We can start working. We can connect through root user. We can start means as a owner, account owner, I can connect through root user. As a employee, will connect through IAM user. Okay, identity and access management. One service is the IAM user. So like this, like how we can start working with here AWS console.aws.amazon.com. The same way, like if we see the certifications, AWS certifications here, aws.amazon.com/certifications. So we have different certifications are there here. One is cloud practitioner is there, foundational certification, not compulsory to write. Then associate is it, second level, third level professional, fourth level is there specialty. These are the certifications are there. Here's a solution architect is there, associate. Then sysops administrator is there, developer is there. So as part of this course, remember, we are trying to cover AWS solution architect plus developer, most of the concepts, 80% concepts. Please go through the syllabus, you can understand. Then after this solution architect, we can write a professional also. Or if you go with developer, we can next we can write here DevOps, AWS certified DevOps engineer, means next level. So then specialty is there on databases separately here, artificial intelligence, machine learning, specialized certifications are there. If I click on here solution architect, we can see complete information. We can see here SAA CU 02. Yeah, here see like $150 is there, say US dollars. Exam fees. 130 minutes are there, just 65 questions. Means like multiple choice questions are there. Sometimes we have to fill the answers, and some lengthy questions will be there, scenario-wise questions. Okay, so same thing, AWS Solution Architect certification exam book, I will provide you PDF book so that if you want, you can prepare for the exam. The similar as part of this training, I will try to make you very good in cloud computing. Then how we are working with the various services of AWS, so that in future you can learn some other courses, like you can go for DevOps, or even you can work as a AWS cloud engineer also after this course. Okay, AWS cloud engineer. Or even if you are working with any other technologies, it may be Archil or Java or any technologies, then you can learn here how to implement Java applications or Archil databases in cloud, how to implement, how to maintain in cloud platforms. Okay, in our AWS cloud. Why? Because AWS is the top one or leading in the market today. AWS was introduced first time in 2007, almost all 13, 14 years back. That's why today the cloud computing it is at the top actually. After that we have Microsoft Azure. After that we have GCP, cloud, Google Cloud Platform, like different cloud providers are there. But today in the markets here, AWS is leading in the market. Okay. Right. That's why most of the clients started using AWS. Uh, why? Because first, it was the first cloud platform in the market. In 2007, it was introduced. Right. These are just what we have seen. Let's will summarize what we have discussed. What are the two types of cloud platforms we have seen? What is cloud computing we have discussed? Just cloud computing is nothing but what? It is a collection of data centers where we have services, different services. After that, we have seen these are the whatever the services are there in any cloud platform. They are divided into three categories: IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS services. If you want a dedicated server, you can go with IaaS. But if you want to deploy your Java application or .NET application in a shared server, directly we can go with PaaS to reduce the cost. Okay, so that is like different certifications related we have discussed. We'll take some questions. We'll see. We'll conclude the session. Okay, so one more question was that uh, I have total 5 years experience in non-IT background. I'm planning to switch to IT side through doing AWS course. Please suggest me. Uh, yeah. See, any type of background, if you want to work as a AWS cloud engineer, uh, prior experience is not required for us. But if you have some Windows knowledge, networking knowledge, it is added advantage. But we'll see here from scratch, step by step, and say like one of a good decision. Why? Because today, like cloud computing, is growing here. Means what? Almost all every client is preferring cloud computing platforms. 90% clients. That's why tomorrow almost all every application will be there in cloud computing. That's why maintaining the cloud infrastructure as a cloud engineer, we have a lot of opportunities out there for us. It is a good decision. Before that, one question was there. Uh, Mona Lisa was asking one more question. So, can't we have a different new region for our cloud infrastructure? Is it compulsory to align to Amazon given region? Is that way we can build new region? Means, is there any way? Actually, we have public cloud is there, private cloud is there. Public cloud means what? Already Amazon has built the data centers. We have to deploy in those data centers only. Whereas even remember as a client, we can ask Amazon to build a local data center with cloud features. Okay, what you are asking with cloud features, which is called private cloud. Generally public cloud, private cloud, public plus private hybrid cloud. We have deployment models are there, we'll see again the tomorrow's class. But remember, it is possible we can't build a region, means we can build a data center with cloud features, which is called private cloud. Means again, its cost is very huge. That's why banking, these people like they will go with what? Private cloud banking people, where we need our own dedicated cloud platform. Regular batch, how many days? One question is it? Actually, it is 1 month course actually. Yeah, one more question is there. Gurpreet is asking, what kind of job asked by company if you work at AWS, like any coding or creating? No, coding is not there. Already like wizards are there. Through wizard we can create, or even like through script also we can create the machines. Script means what? No need to write from scratch. Already templates are there. We have AWS CLI is it? CLI means command line interface. Already built-in templates are there. Just change the names settings. Directly we can create. Not compulsory to work with what coding script. Graphically we can do everything. One question is there, what is difference between cloud practitioner and solution architect? Yes, basically we have seen like in the exam we have discussed just now, we have seen cloud practitioner is what? It is a basic level of exam. For entry purpose we can write this cloud practitioner basic level of exam. So which one is VC? Where we have mostly they will ask cloud computing features. After that, will next level is what? Solution architecture. Associate. Again in solution architect we have professional. Means what levels are there? Means yeah, depth will increase actually. Means concepts in depth they will go. Yeah, this is for beginners actually. Mostly no need to write this. Directly we can go with what? Solution architect. Okay, right. Any other questions are there? Here mostly directly we'll work with the console directly. Okay, no need to write what script completely. But somewhere like 1, 2 lines is script, 3, 4 lines is script we need to write. That is not a big deal for us in general. Yeah, if you have any other questions, please type in the chat panel. Any simple doubts are there? Yeah, so if any simple doubts are there, please feel free to type in the chat panel. Well, because just we are learning here, any simple doubts are there, you can ask me. No need of any IT background. That's why I already have said, no, if you have just Windows knowledge, basic, if you have some what is network something, it is added advantage for us. It's not compulsory IT background knowledge. So we'll learn here everything. Yes, yes. Any other questions are there from any other people? Yeah, question is that what is difference between solution architect and DevOps? Means what after solution architect we can do next level. Actually, DevOps engineer is there. If you want to work as a DevOps engineer, already I think you are Java developer. You can go with DevOps engineer. But first you have to do any one developer or sysops administrator. Then only we can go with what next level is DevOps engineer. We'll work with what DevOps tools. Okay, next level of exam actually it is DevOps engineer. Yeah, solution architect will focus more. but some developer concepts are also there. You can see the course content before joining, can confirm. Correct. Solution cloud practitioner, we have simple concepts only. We'll see that one. Yeah, plus solution architect. Yes. So these are basic, what is cloud computing? Some basic terms are there here. Right. Any other questions are there before concluding the session? Yeah, duration we'll see. Maybe, yeah, once the registrations are done, we'll see. We can increase the, we'll try to increase the time. No need to worry. Maybe we can make instead of 1 hour, we can take 1.5 hours also. Yeah, actually it is 1 month course. It is 1 month course. 1 month to maximum will go 35 days to 40 maximum, but in 1 month we'll try to finish by taking some extra classes on week offs, means Saturday. We can extend 1 hour extra class on Saturday. Okay, we can. Uh, a crash course is there. You can talk to our team. Means like the fee will be high for crash course if want in less time. Yeah, if you are applying the job, what should be the role? One question is it. With our course, like role is cloud engineer, AWS cloud engineer. Means what? Who can handle the cloud infrastructure, complete infrastructure. Means what? Servers, storage, database servers, application servers, networking. So everything will handle actually with this course. Means cloud platform, cloud engineer, AWS cloud engineer. Okay. Yes. From your side, any placements facility, you can talk to our DurgaSoft team. They have separate, I think, placement cell. You can discuss with them. Okay, you can take confirmation. Okay, so yeah, we have our separate team is there. Okay, you can talk with them. Okay, so before joining, if you want. Okay, Baswa. Yes. But technical things, if you want, you can ask me any technical queries. Yeah, yeah. Please feel free to come talk with our team if any queries are there. So once the registrations are done as a policy, I will provide my WhatsApp number also, so that we can directly we can discuss if any questions are there while practicing. If some problems are there, so I will handle those things directly. Okay, right. Yeah, this is our regular batch. Baswa, if you want any crash course or less time in less time, you can discuss with our team. Okay, this is our regular batch. Yes, thank you very much again. I think some people did not ask any questions. If you have any queries, you can send the questions to our team, the DURGASOFT team. So they will answer. They will share with me. So I will try to answer. Or in tomorrow's class also we can discuss. No need to worry. Okay. So once again, thank you very much for all people who are joining my session. So take care and yeah.